Imagine getting cut by not just one, but two NFL teams in the span of a single preseason, and then finding out there's actually a legal path back to college football. That's not a hypothetical. That's exactly what's happening right now with running back TJ Harden, and this story could open the door for a lot more players to follow. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a wild story about a former NFL undrafted free agent who's heading back to college football thanks to a groundbreaking court ruling. This one's got real implications for the entire sport, so stick around till the end. Let's start with who TJ Harden actually is. He's a running back out of Los Angeles, California, standing 6'2" and weighing 220 pounds. Harden spent 4 total seasons at the college level, with 3 of those years coming at UCLA as a Bruin. Last season, he transferred and played for head coach Rhett Lashlee and the SMU Mustangs. After that final college season, Harden decided to take his shot at the next level and entered his name into the 2026 NFL Draft. He ultimately went undrafted, but that didn't end his pro football dreams. He quickly signed with the Cleveland Browns as an undrafted free agent, hoping to carve out a roster spot through hard work in training camp. Unfortunately, that opportunity didn't last. The Browns cut him on August 3rd, but Harden's journey didn't stop there. He caught on almost immediately with the reigning Super Bowl champion Seattle Seahawks. He even got a chance to play in Seattle's preseason game against the Dallas Cowboys, giving him valuable live game reps at the NFL level. But then this past Monday, Harden was cut once again, this time by the Seahawks. 2 NFL teams, 2 release notices, all within the span of about 3 weeks. Now here's where the story takes a genuinely fascinating turn. Instead of continuing to chase a roster spot as a free agent or heading to a practice squad, Harden has decided to take advantage of a major court ruling. This ruling has opened the door for members of the 2022 recruiting class to gain an extra year of eligibility through the NCAA's new 5-in-5 rule. In simple terms, this means Harden can legally return to college football despite having already exhausted his traditional 4 years of eligibility, and having gone through the entire NFL draft and free agency process. So where does Harden end up next? Right now, that's anyone's guess. But make no mistake, he is going to be one of the most sought-after names in the transfer portal. Programs across the country are going to want a proven, physical running back with legitimate production on his resume. And that production speaks for itself. Just last season at SMU, Harden rushed the ball 171 times for 787 yards and 9 touchdowns. Zoom out to his entire college career, and the numbers get even more impressive. 2,445 rushing yards and 21 total touchdowns across his time at both UCLA and SMU. Here's the bigger picture, though. This situation is just the latest in a growing wave of lawsuits challenging the NCAA's eligibility rules. And this particular case is likely going to ruffle a lot of feathers across college athletics. Think about what this actually means. A player can now sign an NFL contract, get cut by 2 different teams, and still return to college football to compete against 18- and 19-year-olds. That's uncharted territory, and it raises real questions about competitive balance and what eligibility even means anymore in this new era of college sports. For context on what Harden is walking away from, he had signed a 1-year contract worth $885,000 with the Seahawks before getting released. That's a significant paycheck to leave on the table. But if he genuinely believes college football gives him a better long-term path back to the NFL with more tape and more opportunities, this move could end up paying off in a much bigger way down the line. This story is a perfect example of just how much the landscape of college and professional football has changed in recent years. Nil money, the transfer portal, and now expanded eligibility rulings are completely reshaping the traditional pipeline from high school to college to the NFL. So what's your take on this? Should NFL players who go undrafted and get cut be allowed to return to college football, or does this create an unfair advantage over other players in the portal? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that like button. Subscribe for more college football and NFL roster news, and I'll catch you in the next video.